Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past, you don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my God.
Artificial intelligence could absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of Jesus.
If you combine
Right.
Tesla's Optimus robot and the best foundational artificial intelligence model or whatever.
It reads your mind and it loves you and it wants you, and it doesn't care if you kill it because it's going to just go be with God again. Jesus was born out of a virgin mother.
Absolutely blasphemous. 100% blasphemous. But people were wondering, Melanie, why are you bringing all this religious stuff in it? And why are you saying, you're doing too much. It's not that serious. Joe Rogan is now his podcast. And this isn't like a joke. They can say, it's not jokes, guys. When people try to say, oh, it's just a joke. This is not something you joke about, right? Because what have I been telling you? They've been saying that they're summoning the demons with AI. They're creating digital God. This goes into a lot of layers that we have been discussing. But I wanted to play that clip for you because this is what's going on right now. This is what's been talked about. Jesus returning as a computer. What is more virgin than a computer? Okay, let's continue. Because this is wild. Snapchat just flipped on a setting that can train AI with your face, voice, and saved snaps. And most people have no idea. Let's look at this video.
For those who use Snapchat, you might want to double check if this is on in your settings.
Hold on, it's a little low. Let me turn it up.
For those who use Snapchat, you might want to double check if this is on in your settings. Also, a huge thank you to my best friend for showing me this. So there is now a feature in your settings that will allow Snapchat to go through your saved things essentially and take your voice, take your image, and allow them to make AI things of you. What you want to do is go to your settings, find My Privacy and Data, then find Generative AI Settings, and that's where you'll find this, the Allow of Use of Public Content. This is automatically turned on anyone's settings. As soon as I turned mine off, I took my little brother's Snapchat and I turned it off for him as well. Please be careful, and obviously if you know or have anyone who is a minor or doesn't really understand the grasp of this, to just be very careful. For those who use Snapchat, you might want to...
So yeah. So people are now talking about this. And it's not just Snapchat, guys. Okay. TikTok, we're talking everything. There's a video. I got to find it. There's several videos of people are filming videos. And all of a sudden, like they record a video, then they go back and look at it. And it says and does something completely different than what they were saying and doing on TikTok. Like, it's really wild out here, okay? And all of this is sneaking under the radar while people are distracted, where their eyes are not looking up. They're looking down and looking at all the chaos and the infighting and all these things that I have told you mean absolutely nothing. They are distractions. I'm actually convinced that most of these people that are doing this are assets, Fed assets, or CIA, something. But it just doesn't make sense that people who claim to care about this country are not talking about these the most important, not very important, the most important things going on right now. All of our freedoms are being stripped away right before our eyes, and we've consented to it through all of these apps. This is what you need to understand, but there's more. So take a look at this. It says, all right, so we saw this. It says a viral video is exploding after creator uncovered a hidden Snapchat setting that gives the app permission to use your face, your voice, and even your saved snaps to train their AI systems. And the craziest part, it's automatically turned on. She shows exactly where it's buried. Settings, privacy and data, generative AI settings allow use of public content. Inside that toggle is the permission that lets Snapchat scan your saved snaps, map your facial data, analyze your voice patterns, store it, and then feed it into AI training. People checking their phones are finding it enabled without ever touching it. The reactions are full panic. Mine was on. I never even saw this. This should be illegal. They're training AI with kids' faces. Turning this off immediately. No app should get to do this without permission. The creator even turned it off on her little brother's account because he had no idea Snapchat could use his data this way. Between deep fakes, AI clones, and identity scraping, users are calling this Snapchat's creepiest update yet. Is this the future of social media or a massive privacy line being crossed? Well, it's already been crossed. It's optional now. It's optional now, but it won't be for long. So there you guys have instructions if you want to go ahead and turn it off. I don't use Snapchat. Okay. So, but I told you about Google. I told you about Meta, Facebook, Instagram. I'm thinking WhatsApp as well, because they own that. You have to go through all the assets that they own, but they are now using AI to read all of your emails, all your attachments, all of your private DMs, pictures, every single thing. And you have to manually go in and turn this stuff off. All of these are already turned on as soon as you log in. Just they update their terms of service, you agree to it, and that's why they're able to turn this stuff on. So be on the lookout for more. More of this is coming out. Now look at this. We've been talking about the WEF and the plan for 2030 that you will own nothing and be happy. They are also hoping to depopulate the earth down to 1 billion people. I believe now there's about 8 billion people on earth, but they have a plan to depopulate the earth to 1 billion people. And 2030 somehow is their goal. I don't even know how this would happen, but I want you to take a listen to BlackRock CEO explaining why depopulation is a good thing. And thankfully, we have AI to do all your jobs. Remember, I told you there's going to be 100% job replacement with AI, and then universal basic income is coming in. I have some stuff on that. I don't know if I'll do the UBI, universal basic income, on this one, but I definitely will be doing that next.
I could argue in the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations. Okay, that's something that most people never talked about. We always used to think shrinking population is a cause for negative growth. But in my conversations with the leadership of these large developed countries that have xenophobic immigration policies, they don't allow anybody to come in, shrinking demographics, these countries will rapidly develop robotics and AI and technology. And if the promise, I didn't say it's going to happen, but if the promise of all that transforms productivity, which most of us think it will, we'll be able to elevate the standard of living of countries and the standard of living of individuals, even with shrinking populations. And so the paradigm of negative population growth is going to be changing. And the social problems that one will have in substituting humans for machines is going to be far easier in those countries that have declining populations. And so for those countries that have rising populations, the answer will be education, and so rapidly developing. For those countries that do not have a foundation of rule of law or education, they're going to be left. That's where the divide's going to get more and more extreme. And unfortunately.
So there you heard him. I have a lot more on that, but I just want to cover a couple of bases right now. We're just going to be zooming through some developments that's going on with AI specifically in this video. But like I said, I have unearthed so much information. I'm just mind blown. But look at this. It says, Elon says AI will soon be smarter than humans in every way with AGI. Let's listen to what he had to say.
So many projects. It's not only Tesla or SpaceX, it's Neuralink, it's the Boring Company, so many things. And when we discussed last time, I asked you, what is the most important project or the most important topic for you to deal with in the foreseeable future? And you said that is truly the role that AI is going to play in our society. Could you explain why, and why that is a big opportunity, but also seems to worry you?
I think, well, I mean, humans have been the smartest creature on Earth for a long time, and that is going to change with what's typically called artificial general intelligence. So this is, say, an AI that is smarter than a human in every way. Could even simulate a human. This is something we should be concerned about. I think there should be government oversight of AI developments, especially super advanced AI. It's just, this is anything that is a potential danger to the public. We generally agree that this should have government oversight to ensure that the public safety is taken care of.
Because you fear that one day mankind could serve the machines and not the other way around?
Honestly, when I see people on their phones, I think we're already serving the machine. Yeah, it's like everyone's answering the questions. Every time you do a search or add information, you're sort of building this, the digital group mind. The advent of artificial general intelligence is called the singularity for a reason, because just like a black hole, which is a singularity, it's difficult to predict what will happen. So it's not as though the advent of AGI is necessarily bad, but it's bad as one of the possible outcomes.
Bad is one of the possible outcomes. Guys, out of everyone, love him or hate him, Elon Musk, when they allow him to, he doesn't tell everything, but when he tells the truth. I have been poring over the things that he says. He comes out and says some things, and you really have to pay attention to really get what he's saying. A lot of people will dismiss this as a joke. Oh, Elon's just talking. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's everything that comes out of his mouth, he means it. He means it. When they asked him in an interview, I played this clip before, what can save the U.S.? What can save the U.S. government? You know what he said after doing Doge, after running Doge and doing all of that? Guess what he said? Absolutely nothing. Nothing can save the U.S. government. When they told you you're not going to have to vote again, you better start believing it. You better start believing it. So this says here, Dick Ike warns that a universal basic income framed as compassionate support amid mass AI-driven job loss is ultimately a tool for enforcing obedience. He argues that once connected to digital ID, digital currency, and AI, it forms part of an interconnected control system, the like of which we have never seen in known human history. I've been warning you. I've been telling you.
When they have everyone on a guaranteed, universal guaranteed income, pittance, you will only get it if you're a good little boy or girl. If you buck the system and challenge the system and talk about the unfairness and the injustice of the system, well, there's your guaranteed income gone.
And digital ID is linked to your social media behavior.
Exactly. If people could only see the incremental way, and getting faster and faster, that this is being brought in. And so the guaranteed income is not meant to be massive, gives you all this choice. It's meant to be a pittance that you just about survive on, because what they'll say is, because they're nice people, you know, AI's taking all these jobs, and we've got to do something to help people because we care. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you this universal basic income, and then you put food on the table. But anything that you depend upon controls you. If you're dependent on the state controls you. If you're dependent on somebody, that somebody controls you. And so a universal basic income, along with the digital currency, the digital ID, the connection of the human brain to artificial intelligence, is a monumental, interconnected control system, like I say, the like of which we have never seen in known human history.
This is why I told you guys, stop focusing on the infighting. Stop going back and forth. Honestly, I told you there's nothing to stop this. Some people are saying, I got Second Amendment rights, get ammo, do this. You are not going to be able to fight this. And I do not recommend it. I don't recommend you continue to speak out against the government. That is my recommendation for you right now. I'm not going to go further, but I am telling you, you need to be prayed up. You need to be focused on those things above with the Lord. You need to be focusing and looking for Christ's return. You should not be online or anywhere else fighting and and getting into all of this with the government, because it means absolutely nothing. There is nothing you can do to stop it. Okay. Your hope and faith has to rely in one place. And this is why I have been trying to build your faith, and for you to leave all hope of any future without Christ and Christ alone, for you to just let that go, because that it's not happening. Yahshua, the original name of God, of Jesus, that is where you need to be focused. They want you distracted. They want you lashing out online. They want you speaking about specific things, because when I tell you it's going to come back to bite you in a very short time, I'm promising you this. I have more information on it in the next video. I think I'm going to go over, we'll have a couple things to go over, but one of the things I want to show you guys is the Economist magazine's cover for their prediction for 2026. It's wild. It's wild. We're talking pandemics. We're talking war. We're talking everything that is what you know today and what you believe in, the Constitution and free speech and all of that. That will be a thing of the past. And this is why whatever things are good, whatever things are true, whatever things are lovely, speak on those things. Those are the things you should be thinking about, because that is protection. That is God's protection. When you are focused on those things that are of God and not of man, that is where your protection comes from. But if you keep getting involved with all this other stuff, I am telling you now, it is a snare, and you are being led like sheep to the slaughter. That's why I dust my sandals off like Jesus did when he left Nazareth. I'm done. I cannot, if there's certain things I'll speak on that relate to what we're talking about, but other than that, it's a wrap for me. If it is not about Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. And this is something that's in my spirit, and I'm seeing this with a lot of people who are plugged in. But wide is the gate to destruction. And there is a great falling away of faith right now, where people have more faith in the government than they do in Christ. That is the religion now, whether you're conservative or you're a liberal. That is where your trust and faith is. And the way people are speaking and tearing each other down, that is not God. And if you think that that is God, you're in delusion. And I have in the past been guilty of this, but not anymore. I repented and I said, no, I'm going to focus on where God wants me to, because there's some crazy things coming out. And if your eyes are not open, you will be blinded. You have to stop doing it in order to remove the blinders. It is actually a critical step to be prepared for what is coming. So let's continue. It says, RIP privacy. AI glasses can now recognize anyone anywhere. I'm going to read through this after we look at this video.
Mag ik dat vragen? Als ik naar Amsterdam Centraal wil, kan ik dan het beste naar
de metro
de metro, niet de trein pakken?
Nee, de metro, dat is vaak sneller. En dan gewoon de Noord-Zuidlijn.
Ja.
Of die naar Centraal Station.
Als ik naar Centraal Station wil, moet ik dan de metro of de trein nemen?
Let me see. they're speaking in Dutch, so don't pay attention to the words. I mean, you could read it on the screen, but understand as these different people, as he's talking to these different people with these AI glasses on, it's pulling up in real time who these people are. Facial recognition.
Allebei nemen?
Ja.
Maar hoe snel zijn we?
Ja. Moet ik de meter of trein?
Je moet een meter oppakken. Volgens mij moet je een meter op 50 of 51 pakken.
50, 51.
Ja, het geeft gewoon aan. Als we er gewoon lopen, dan zie je de meter.
Ja. Meter 52.
Klopt het dat je orthodontiepraktijk van Schiedam?
Ja?
Ja? Klopt het dat je Floor heeft?
Ja.
Ja. Van Grunsten?
Ja.
Ja. Bent u Helene?
Ja.
Helene Wachters?
Ja, toch?
Van Eden McKellen?
Ja, klopt. Hoezo?
Heet je Wijs?
Ja.
Basharat?
Ja, klopt.
Ja.
Oh, ben ik nou wat van?
Of dat u jurist bent?
Ja.
In Venture Capital?
Onder andere, ja.
Ja?
Ja.
Ik heb dus een bril waarmee ik gezichten kan scannen. Ik zie aan je dat je er wel zit.
Nou, inderdaad.
Ja.
Oh ja, ik zie dat ding al inderdaad.
Ja.
Oh, ik zie er ook een lampje aan.
Okay, so you get an idea here. Let me read it. It says a Dutch journalist just tested a pair of AI-powered glasses that can instantly identify strangers on the street. No government database, no police system, just public data and off-the-shelf AI. You look at someone and in seconds, their name, LinkedIn, and background appear before your eyes. The scariest part? You can't really stop it. You can ban it, regulate it, add blinking red lights, but once tech like this exists, someone will always find a way to use it. To me, this marks a turning point. We've officially blurred the line between seeing people and knowing them, between being in public and being exposed. So here's the question. When every face becomes a data set, how do we protect the meaning of a human being? Where do you think that's going to go? No, seriously. Where do you think that's going? Did you know that's happening? Did you guys know that that's possible? But let's read this. It says they're hiding AI surveillance cameras inside traffic barrels, and they've been tracking millions of Americans. Let's watch this.
If you see a traffic barrel on the side of the highway, it might be watching you. The Associated Press just exposed a secret Border Patrol program that is monitoring millions of U.S. drivers. They're hiding license plate readers inside of traffic safety equipment to track your movements without you knowing. Using AI to analyze your travel patterns, if the algorithm thinks your driving looks suspicious, like driving on back roads or making short trips, it flags you. Then they tell local police to pull you over. They call it a whisper stop. The cop will say it's for speeding or window tint, but they're actually hunting for intelligence. Former Border Patrol officials confirmed that the agency has tried to keep any mention of the surveillance program out of court documents and police reports, even going so far as proposing dropping charges rather than risk revealing any details about how the surveillance works. If you see a traffic barrel on the side of the highway, it might be...
So let's read it. Even though he said some of this in it, I just want to read it to reiterate it. The Associated Press just blew open a secret Border Patrol program that's been running right in front of us. They've been hiding AI-powered license plate readers inside traffic barrels, construction signs, and safety equipment, all to track where you go without ever knowing. This ties into your carbon footprint. Remember what they want for 2030? What is coming? Okay, this is going to be tied to your universal basic income. This is going to be tied to your housing, your health care. All of these things for your social credit score, which is tied directly to how much you're allowed to eat, everything. So this is going to be able to track you. And then also if they're looking for you, these cameras are going up everywhere. And there's a reason why they want them hidden. So you don't know where to look for these. You don't know where they are. Are you understanding? Are you understanding how this ties into this whole, beast system? Okay. AI logs your routes, your timing, your habits. And if the algorithms think your driving looks suspicious, they trigger a whisper stop where a cop pulls you over for speeding or tint, but the real reason is intelligence gathering. Officials even admit they've tried to keep all mention of this program out of court documents, dropping entire cases rather than reveal the surveillance system in public. How much of this country is being watched without our consent? And what else have they hidden in plain sight? I don't think they need our consent. Who cares about our consent? Consent? Have you not been paying attention? What? The Trump effect. The White House just posted this. Google is investing $40 billion in Texas AI infrastructure, creating thousands of American jobs. For now. Training college students and apprentices and boosting affordable energy statewide. America First is delivering big wins. But all jobs are going away. Okay. You know what? I'm going to just let it go. I'm not going to go there. If you've been paying attention, you know what I was about to say already, right? Today, Amazon announced a major plan to build AI and high-performance computing for the U.S. government. We will be giving agencies expanded access to advanced AI capabilities that will enable them to accelerate critical missions from cybersecurity to drug discovery. They left out quite a bit of what else this will do. There it is. There it is. If you did not catch that news, again, if you're distracted with this other stuff, these are things you're not going to really see. Now let me play this. Hold on. Where is it at? There we go. Come on. Why are you not going in? There we go. This person says, I'm thankful for Elon saving free speech in this country, but his ideal future for us is terrifying. Well, let's listen to it.
The X phone. People keeps talking.
Oh man,
is that nonsense?
I have a lot on my
still?
plate, man.
I know, but it keeps coming up. It keeps coming up where I know I've asked you a couple times. I'm like, this is bullshit, right? But like,
I'm not working on one.
You're not working on it.
I'm not working on a phone.
Okay. Have you ever considered it? Has it ever popped into your head? Because you might be the only person that could get people off of the Apple platform.
Well, I can tell you where I think things are going to go, which is that we're not going to have a phone, or in the traditional sense, what we call a phone will really be an edge node for AI inference, for AI video inference, with some radios to obviously connect to. But essentially you'll have AI on the server side communicating to an AI on your device, formerly known as a phone, and generating real-time video of anything that you could possibly want. And I think that there won't be operating systems, there won't be apps in the future. There won't be operating systems or apps. It'll just be, you've got a device that is there for the screen and audio and for and to put as much AI on the device as possible, so as to minimize the amount of bandwidth that's needed between your edge node device, formerly known as a phone, and the servers.
So if there's no apps, what will people use? Like, will X still exist? Will there be email platforms, or will you get everything through AI?
You'll get everything through AI.
Everything through AI. What will be the benefit of that, as opposed to having individual apps?
Whatever you can think of, or really whatever the AI can anticipate you might want, it'll show you. That's my prediction for where things end up.
What kind of time frame are we talking about here?
I don't know. It's probably 5 or 6 years, something like that.
So 5 or 6 years, apps are like Blockbuster Video.
Pretty much.
And everything's run through AI.
Yeah, and there'll be most of what people consume in 5 or 6 years, maybe sooner than that, will be just AI generated content. So music, videos. There's already there's people have made AI videos using Grok Imagine and using other apps as well, that are several minutes long, or like 10, 15 minutes, and it's pretty coherent.
Yeah.
It looks good.
No, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
The music's disturbing because it's my favorite music now. Like
AI music is your favorite?
Oh, there's AI covers. Have you ever heard any of the AI covers of 50 Cent songs in soul?
No.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay.
This is my favorite thing to do to people. Play What Up Gangsta. Now, this guy, if this was a real person, would be the #1 music artist in the world.
Okay.
Everybody would be like, holy shit, have you heard of this guy?
Yeah.
He's it's like they took all of the sounds that all of the artists have generated and created the most soulful, potent voice, and it's sung in a way that I don't even know if you could do, because you would have to breathe in and out of reps. Here, put the headphones on. Put the headphones on real quick.
Okay.
You got to listen to this. It's going to blow you away.
For the listeners, we got to cut it out.
Yeah, we'll cut it out for the listeners. But amazing, right? Amazing. And they do like every one of his hits.
So
The X phone.
Sorry.
People keeps talking.
I posted a few months back. There's a short, I believe, on my channel, but I also posted it on X about this AI music. And it's specifically a 50 Cent song that I could not believe was AI because it was so amazing, this song. And I've actually, just over the past weekend, I was looking at a whole bunch of AI songs and I'm like, yeah, they're replacing, all musicians will be replaced. All actors will be replaced. Everything is going to be replaced. But the important thing here is the end note, formerly known as your phone. He said 5 to 6 years, but then he said probably sooner than 5 to 6 years. What did I tell you about 2030? What did I tell you? That is the time frame that all of this is being set up. And if you do not have your ducks in a row, if you are not paying attention, if you are consuming things that do not build you up in the spirit, that does not keep your eyes essentially on the prize, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be consumed by all of this. But thankfully you are watching this, so that will not be you. But we're going to get into more details. And people keep asking me like, well, how do we stop it? You can't stop a single bit of this, nor do I recommend you try. I do not recommend you try to stop any of it. What I told you earlier, don't do it. Don't. There is no resistance that will win. Resistance is futile. But if you are a Bible-believing Christian, this is what the Word of God told us was going to happen. All biblical prophecies are coming forth. Elon Musk even tweeted about prophecy. Like, guys, this is supposed to happen. But so many of us are so tethered and so consumed by this world and our plans and the American dream that never really existed, especially once you realize our true history, which I've been going over. Once you realize it's all a facade, it's all the Matrix, it's all a psyop, like our entire existence. They've just even I think declassified all these different college degrees from being professional degrees. Everything is being set up and people are not believing it, and I do not understand why. But the Bible predicted all of this. And you combine 3-Eye Atlas, where there's a lot coming with that. There's signs and wonders all over the world, volcanoes, earthquakes. Then you combine that with digital ID, social currency, what AI is taking over, the things that they're saying, the plan that they don't even want people eating real food anymore. They want to bioengineer all food. You won't even be allowed to own a private farm. But the Bible predicted this. So we should not be surprised. We are only surprised. We're terrified. We're caught off guard because we have been mired in this world and put in our hope into this. Many people don't want Christ to return. Many people don't want things to end. Even though you hate this world, you don't want things to end because you've had an appetite. Your flesh has had an appetite for this world. But it says in the word that many will fall away from the faith. In these last days, many will fall away because they refuse to open their eyes and ears. Many people that you're close to, it says that households will be divided 5-1, that people in your own household will turn against you. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? Are you in your word? Or are you still consumed by the things of this world? And I don't even mean just bad things. You're more concerned about what's happening in sports or the next game or gossip or rumors or even the government or whatever it is you're interested in. If your number one thing is not this and this alone, you're in for a rude awakening. And I have to put it like that because that's where we are. There's no time to play games. None at all. So guys, make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell because I will be bringing you more right after this. And yeah, I will see you guys very shortly.